Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.46. XRP was in the green earlier today above $2.50 before it started pulling back. Now, I think we're going to see a higher low here and then a move up. But I see a lot of people saying XRP is about to print a W on the 7-day chart, meaning we come back down to around $2.40 and then we'll see the next move up. Either way, we all know eventually XRP is going to break out, and it's going to go on a massive parabolic run. It's just a matter of time. And look at Bitcoin, back down under 111K. Earlier today, when I saw Bitcoin doing this, I thought, here we go. This could be that moment we're waiting for. Because Bitcoin is going to hit higher price points before it comes crashing down. And that's what we're waiting to see happen. Everybody thought it would have happened by now, but everything seems to be delayed in this run. Let's see where it goes from here. You don't realize we're still in phase 0, gold. We'll see the money flow from gold into Bitcoin and so on. And if you look at this, I see a lot of people saying Bitcoin's run hasn't even began yet because this didn't happen yet. We've seen this multiple times in the past. Gold achieves a new all-time high. Then the money shifts into Bitcoin. Then we get alt season and so on. But during this alt season, I think XRP could possibly steal the show, lead us into alt season. All it would take is those ETFs to get approved. XRP would be outperforming everything by far once that happens. Because even the institutions, they're already looking down the road. They're looking past Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even Alex Cobb says, yep, time for the gold to crypto rotation. Gold falls 6.3%, largest single-day drop since April 2013. Like I said, in the past, this has been what happens. The money will flow from gold into crypto. More photos around the world. Masses are FOMO buying gold. You're going to see this with XRP. Once XRP really starts to break out, you're going to see FOMO like you have never seen before. How many of the people that lined up to buy gold once it broke down 6% today, how many of them do you think panic sold that gold? I'm sure a lot of them did. And, you know, they were buying the top so far. Now, doesn't mean that gold cannot go on to achieve another new all-time high. Maybe this is just a slight pullback before the next big move up. But whenever people buy something and it doesn't continue upward, they get frustrated. And then what do? They sell at a loss most of the time. This is why I always urge you on red days not to sell your crypto. Why would you buy something that you're already in profit on? Most people are already in profit on XRP. And then sell it at such cheap prices when you know these are cheap prices for XRP. It's going so much higher from here. Even if you bought your XRP above $3, it doesn't matter. It's gonna go much higher. You're gonna make money off this cryptocurrency. Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus XRP. 3 rules that fit together cleanly. So when I looked at this, I thought this actually isn't a bad article because what they're saying is Bitcoin is digital gold, Ethereum runs smart contracts, XRP settles cross-border payments. I always said if Bitcoin's a store of value, XRP will move that value. I still think we're going to see XRP moving Bitcoin in the future. People don't want to transact in Bitcoin and pay those enormous fees and wait 10, 20, 30 minutes for the transaction to complete. You already have a solution to that. You run it across the XRP ledger. Ethereum, in my opinion, Ethereum is way overhyped. We see how expensive it is. We see the congestion with Ethereum. It's not a great payments option, let's put it that way. But Ethereum does what Ethereum was built to do. It enables smart contracts. But now you're getting these EVM side chains. You're getting other solutions outside of Ethereum. That's why I always said, Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's like data technology, and we're about to see the future technologies emerge. What XRP does is it bridges anything of value. That's why I always said XRP, no matter how you look at it, it's needed in the future. Stablecoins, you still need a bridge for those stablecoins. JP Morgan creates JP Morgan coin. Bank of America doesn't want to accept JP Morgan coin. So JP Morgan goes from JP Morgan coin to XRP to Bank of America coin, or whatever Bank of America wants it to be on the other end. Same thing in between countries. Same thing with tokenized assets. They will all need a bridge currency. XRP will catch so many people off guard. And this is true. People don't realize how fast XRP moves when it moves. So the surprise factor Rector alludes to isn't just about timing, it's about perception. For years, many in the crypto community have written XRP off as a bank coin or relic of early blockchain experimentation. Yet, while attention drifted to other assets, Ripple continued expanding its network of financial institutions and payment corridors, all those rails that Ripple put in place all around the world. Now, with the legal uncertainty surrounding the SEC case resolved and Ripple operating freely across major markets, the groundwork for a sudden repricing event is quietly being laid. Should institutional demand accelerate alongside retail rediscovery, XRP's next breakout could come swiftly and with little warning. I think XRP is going to start to break out when everybody least expects it. It's just going to happen, and it's going to be very quick when it does. All of a sudden, you're going to see XRP go to all-time highs into price discovery, and it's just going to be on a major ripper when it happens. And a lot of people are going to get priced out very quick, or they're going to be paying very high prices for XRP. How are you not bullish on XRP? So what they're pointing to is the 2017-2018 run. That's what everybody's looking at right now. For a video later today, I'm going to do a complete breakdown on this a little bit better because everybody asked me, what catalyst did we have back in the 2018 run? But it goes beyond just the catalyst, and I'm going to show you why XRP is going to be a major shocker during this cycle. But it's true. You look at this chart, and you could see where XRP is going. It's going to be massive when this happens. Everybody's like, well, here's where we are. We're all the way up here, but I don't think that's where we are. I still think we're back here right now, waiting for all of this to happen. That's why I think we're going to see price points that people would doubt until it happens. They doubted XRP in 2017, and they're doubting it once again in 2025. The last time XRP did this, it rallied 130x. They're talking about the 7-year resistance. It's finally broken. Now we see where XRP is going from here. This is where they come up with the $27 price per XRP. And a lot of people are citing that price right now. Everybody's like, it's not going to go beyond $27. That's what makes me think it's going much higher. The only people I see talking about a higher price for XRP is the people citing the inflows into the ETFs. That's going to be one game changer. Nobody knows what's going to happen with ISO yet, and clarity is really going to benefit XRP. This comes from King Valex. XRP will cost you $2,000 just to get 917 XRP. Normal working retail people are finished. Your accumulation time is over. I don't agree with that. If you could still buy one XRP, you're not priced out yet. You know, look at all the people that are still buying Bitcoin. They're buying little pieces of a Bitcoin, trying to get to one whole coin. That's what people are going to be doing in the future with XRP. They're going to be buying a piece of one XRP. So if you could still afford to buy one XRP, you're not priced out yet. That will come later. And, you know, anybody that's telling you you need to hold a specific amount of XRP, I think they're totally wrong. It comes down to how long you're willing to continue to hold it. I mean, if you're buying XRP right now, just waiting for it to go to $10 to sell it, hey, great. But if you're looking to buy XRP and hold it long term, it will lead you to financial freedom. No matter how much you're holding, but always more is better. Compliance handled, speed unlocked. Braille has integrated the XRP ledger to solve the biggest payment pain point, moving regulated value easily. Now businesses can issue USD-backed stablecoins, settle in RLUSD, and use the XRP ledger's built-in authorized trust lines and compliance features all through the same API. And you see, this comes from Braille. We're thrilled to share that regulated stablecoins are now live on the XRP ledger. Braille supports issuing and managing stablecoins directly on the XRP ledger, bringing compliant, programmable digital dollars to one of the most proven payment systems. You know, we keep seeing more and more advancement for the XRP ledger as well. And over time, that value is going to end up in the price of XRP. It's just a matter of time. Only purchase cold hardware wallets from the source. And you see, everyone thinks cold wallets are untouchable. But one fake replacement ledger proved otherwise. It looked real, it worked perfectly, and it stole everything. When you're buying a hardware wallet, go directly to the source. Do not buy it on Amazon. We've seen so many people in the past lose their crypto because they bought their wallet on Amazon. I stress this now more than ever. A lot of new people are entering crypto for the very first time. They need to know all the things we have learned since we got into crypto. The first thing I learned was never buy your ledger or any other wallet from Amazon. You could lose all your crypto. And like I said at the beginning of this video, right now we don't really know where XRP is going to go here. I'm always optimistic. I think we're going to see a higher low and then another push up. But if everybody's talking about that W formation on the 7-day chart, we go lower before we go higher. But nobody knows for sure what's going to happen with XRP. Everybody's still guessing right now because this whole run has been very unpredictable. Even when it looks like it's about to break out, something brings the price back down. One thing is for sure, though, that parabolic run is still coming, and you want to be here when it happens. And until it does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.